This video is designed to help you start a glitter business. At the end of the video, you'll find a valuable gift. It's a glitter business plan that you can download, and will lay down for you, step by step, everything you need to know to start a successful glitter business of your own. If you are new to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. Starting a glitter business does not have to be complicated. You can start your own glitter business by following a few essential steps. Start by deciding where you want to sell your product. You can start a glitter business at home, with just an internet connection and minimal startup costs, but this is not the only way to get started. It's best if you know somebody who knows how to make their products, so they can help guide you through the process, at least in the start, while you're getting your feet wet. After deciding where you want to sell your product, you need to decide what you're selling. It can be anything, so long as it has glitter. It is possible to make your homemade glitters that will be the basis of all your products. You may need some equipment and ingredients, but it's not as difficult as you might think. The internet provides plenty of recipes and step-by-step instructions for creating glitter. Glitter is everywhere these days, and there are no limits on where or how to sell your product. If you want the best profit margins, though, you should probably try to stick with crafts like candles, because they take up less space than something like clothing. Another way to make a nice profit is by selling bulk orders, which means you buy in larger quantities, and sell it for less than if they bought the product individually. This does not mean that every business person wants to do this, though, because this will cut into your profits as well. You can experiment with both and see what your market wants. When you're ready to start making your product, purchase its supplies and get to work. It can be a long process, so make sure you have enough time on your hands before starting this new venture, because there are no shortcuts when creating handmade products. You will need some sort of workspace too that is out of the way, and free of distractions. Finally, you need a name for your glitter business. It can be anything that has to do with glitter, or the product you're selling, so long as it sounds good together. Don't forget about branding either, because no matter what you sell, people will remember who sold their products by looking at your logo and colors. Once you do all of this, welcome to the world of business. To make a successful glitter business, though, it's best to keep it at until you get good feedback from customers on your products, because there is no shortcut for that either. You can also hire others to help with production or sale later on, if you have the money. Glitter is primarily used for decorative purposes. It can be applied to various surfaces, including paper, fabric, walls and almost any other surface imaginable. Glitter also has cosmetic uses such as makeup or nail polish. However, the latter application is more common in children's toys than adults who wish to make themselves appear more glamorous. Glitter can also be used in industrial applications to add a shimmering effect, or make surfaces more attractive. In some cases, glitter is even added as an abrasive. It can cut through certain materials, mainly when applied with pressure and friction using tools, such as sandpaper, polishing wheels, and emery boards. Marketing. Glitter business owners should market their businesses to ensure they can gain customers. If you're not marketing your glitter business, then how will people know about it? Here are some ways you can market your business. Use social media to promote your glitter product. Marketing is free and easy if you use online platforms, like Instagram or Facebook. Post on Instagram, Twitter and Pinterest with photos of the products you have for sale, as well as a link to your website or Etsy page. Network with other artists in person through meetups and conferences. This allows you to learn from others who are already successful at selling their art, making some new friends. Market your business through word of mouth. Tell everyone about your glitter products and encourage them to recommend them to their friends. It's a great way to get free marketing from people who trust you. Apply to craft shows that are in your area. If selected, this allows you to interact with potential customers and sell your product directly. Start a blog where you can share tips for other glitter artists, or DIY projects that use your products. This will help build up your audience before selling anything, so they are already familiar with who you are when it's time to start buying things. Come up with a unique product that will attract attention. This can be anything from glitter bath bombs to customized wedding invitations. Make sure the item is something you're passionate about and makes your business stand out in some way. The next part of the video is not specific to the glitter business. Nevertheless, this knowledge is essential for success in the glitter business, as well as in any other business. Ignore it at your own peril. Operating a successful glitter business will depend on the following 4 conventions. 1. A practical plan, with a solid foundation. 2. Dedication and willingness to sacrifice to reach your goal. 3. Technical skills. 4. Basic knowledge of management, finance, record keeping and market analysis. As a new owner, you will need to master these skills and techniques if your business is to be successful. Finding a niche. Small businesses range in size from a manufacturer, with many employees, and millions of dollars in equipment, to the lone window washer, with a bucket and a sponge. Obviously, the knowledge and skills required for these two extremes are far apart, but for success they have one thing in common. Each has found a business niche, and is filling it. The most critical problems you will face, in your early planning, will be to find your niche, and determine the feasibility of your idea. Get into the right business at the right time, is very good advice, but following that advice may be difficult. Many entrepreneurs plunge into a business venture, so blinded by the dream, that they fail to thoroughly evaluate its potential. Is your business idea feasible? Before you invest time, effort, and money, the following exercise will help you separate sound ideas from those bearing a high potential for failure. Identify and briefly describe the business you plan to start. Identify the product or service you plan to sell. Answering yes to any of the following 3 questions means you are on the right track. A negative answer to all of them means the road ahead could be rough. 1. Does your product or service satisfy an unfilled need? 2. Will your product or service serve an existing market in which demand exceeds supply? 3. Will your product or service be competitive based on its quality, selection, price, or location? Market analysis. For a small business to be successful, the owner must know the market. To learn the market, you must analyze it, a process that takes time and effort. You don't have to be a trained statistician to analyze the marketplace, nor does the analysis have to be costly. Analyzing the market is a way to gather facts about potential customers, and to determine the demand for your product or service. The more information you gather, the greater your chances of capturing a segment of the market. Know the market before investing your time and money in any business venture. The following questions will help you collect the information necessary to analyze your market, and determine if your product or service will sell. This brief exercise will give you a good idea of the kind of market planning you need to do. An answer of no to any of the questions indicates a weakness in your plan, so do your research until you can answer each question with a yes. 1. Do you know who your customers will be? 2. Do you understand their needs and desires? 3. Do you know where they live? 4. Will you be offering the kind of products or services that they will buy? 5. Will your prices be competitive in quality and value? 6. Will your promotional program be effective? 7. Do you understand how your business compares with your competitors? 8. Will your business be conveniently located for the people you plan to serve? 9. Will there be adequate parking facilities for the people you plan to serve? Planning your startup. The following questions are grouped according to function. They are designed to help you prepare for opening day. Merchandise. Have you decided what items you will sell or produce, or what services you will provide? Have you made a merchandise plan, based upon estimated sales, to determine the amount of inventory you will need to control purchases? Have you found reliable suppliers, who will assist you in the startup? Have you compared the prices, quality, and credit terms of suppliers? Business records. Are you prepared to maintain complete records of sales, income and expenses, accounts payable, and receivables? Have you determined how to handle payroll records, tax reports, and payments? Do you know what financial reports should be prepared, and how to prepare them? Finances. A large number of small businesses fail each year. There are a number of reasons for these failures, but one of the main reasons is insufficient funds. Too many entrepreneurs try to start and operate a business without sufficient capital, money. To avoid this dilemma, you can review your situation by analyzing the following 3 questions. 1. How much money do you have? 2. How much money will you need to start your business? 3. How much money will you need to stay in business? In order to answer the second question, how much money will you need to start your business? You need to prepare an estimate of all your startup costs. Here is a list of items you may need to take into account. Note that this list is for a retail business. Items will vary for service, construction, manufacturing or online firms. Decorating and remodeling, fixtures and equipment, installing fixtures and equipment, services and supplies, beginning inventory cost, legal, professional fees, licenses and permits, telephone utility deposits, insurance, signs, advertising for opening, unanticipated expenses. Now, the answer to the third question, how much money will you need to stay in business? Must be divided into two parts, immediate costs, and future costs. From the moment the door to your new business opens, a certain amount of income may come in. However, this income should not be projected in your operating expenses. You will need enough money available to cover costs for at least the first 3 months of operation. The following list will help you project your operating expenses on a monthly basis. Typical expenses for 1 month may include your living costs, employee wages, rent, advertising, supplies, utilities, insurance, taxes, maintenance, delivery, transportation, miscellaneous. Now sum up the total estimated monthly expenses and multiply it by 3. This is the amount of cash you will need to cover operating expenses for 3 months. Deposit this amount in a savings account before opening your business. Use it only for those purposes listed in the above list, because this money will ensure that you will be able to continue in business during the crucial early stages. By adding the total startup costs to the total expenses for 3 months, you can learn what the estimated costs will be to start and operate your business for 3 months. By subtracting the totals of the lists from the cash available, you can determine the amount of additional financing you may need, if any. Now you will need to estimate your operating expenses for the first year after startup. The first step in determining your annual expenses is to estimate your sales volume, month by month. Next, determine the cost of sales. You may want to use a spreadsheet to do this. After startup, the primary source of revenue in your business will be from sales, but your sales will vary from month to month because of seasonal patterns and other factors. It is important to determine if your monthly sales will produce enough income to pay each month's bills. An estimated cash flow projection will show if the monthly cash balance is going to be subject to such factors as the following: failure to recognize seasonal trends, excessive cash taken from the business for living expenses, too rapid expansion, and slow collection of accounts if credit is extended to customers. Conclusion: if you have carefully answered all the questions in this video, you have seriously thought about your goal. However, there may be some things you may feel you need to know more about. Owning and running a glitter business is a continuous learning process. Research your idea, and do as much as you can, yourself, but don't hesitate to seek help from people who can tell you what you need to know. As we conclude this video, it's time you get your free glitter business plan gift. Go to the description below this video to get it now. It is completely free, no strings attached. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this.